Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 120 of Building Ecto-1. The Ghostbusters car, obviously, we know that. You've been watching this for a while. You know what I'm doing. In this issue, we've got the rest of the middle section. We've got the bit of the middle section that we put the speakers on last time. So on this one, we're going to be fitting everything together. We've got lots of screws to do. So this is going on there. Oh, this is like a seat back. It's a partition panel. What does it say it is? This assembly. I'm not entirely certain what bit that is. But there we go. We've got the 4 pieces there. That is either way up. So that's going to go on there from that side. Looks like it's from that side because there's no other bits on there. That will pin in there, and 8 screws will hold that in place. And then, right, hang about. That screws from the panel. That assembly then goes onto the center panel, which is this bit, like that. Like that. I think, yes, there we go, like that. So lots of screws to go together to put that like that. Then the window piece will go in there. And then that will go onto there. So that will give us a big block of things. Yeah, that's that. And then that needs to go into the car itself. So let's get this assembled. What are we needing to do first? We've got EP screws. We've got VP screws there. What are these? These should be EP. We've got loads of them. Yes, EP screws there. So we need loads of them. I'll just get loads of them out, basically. So first up, I've got to do all of these because there's no coming back to this because this is going to be attached. And inaccessible. Why is it in for some things and un for others? I don't understand. Or understand. No, I don't know. So let's get all of these in on there. And we'll continue on after that. So, yeah. How's everybody been? Have you had your holidays yet this year? Have you got any plans for the Christmas break and stuff like that? I don't know. I wouldn't be a very good hairdresser. I don't do the whole small talk stuff. But, yeah. So that's all of those in there. Let's get that all tightened up. And then we'll get the rest of it put together. Actually, I'm gonna cut away now because you don't need me to stand here doing this for the next minute. So let me get that on there and then get that on there, and then we'll come back for the final bit. Okay, so that's that all together, attached to there, attached to there. I've put all of these screws in, but I haven't tightened them all up yet. Let's get them all done. I'm going to use my electric screwdriver because there's just so many of them that just need doing. It's a little bit ridiculous, but there we go. They all need to be in and tight. And then I need to bring in the body of the vehicle itself to fit this in. Because it's quite clever the way they've done this. This is going to hide some wires because it's quite a thick little partition that's got enough room around the edge there to have some wires running up it and out of it and across it, as well as locating in place between the front and the back compartments. So yeah, let me finish off this and then bring in the body itself, and we'll see what happens with that. I might be able to get some different camera views for showing you that bit, because again, I can't bring it up onto the bench. So let's see what we got and see how that is going to fit in. Okay, I seem to have a problem. All of this is attached as it should be. This is the center partition that is going to fit down there. That's no trouble at all. I've done what it says to do, and if I can rest this somewhere, taking the screws out the side here so I can get this out the way, so that will actually slide down where it needs to be at the back there. That's the easy bit. But then it says to put a screw in here and test fit the arch onto that, which I've got here. But the arch on there shows 4 wires coming round here, and then this one coming from there. I've got the one coming from there. I've only got one coming from here. The other 3 are still sort of out from round the back and round there. So I'm pretty sure these have got a route around there. So I shall do that. I'm going to have to get these around. They're long enough. Certainly, well, this one isn't long enough to go from there because it's actually coming from over there anyway. So I'm going to have to reroute some of these to get them to come out around here, because this is obviously where everything's going to reattach. And this is where we've got the holes through the side there where the tubes are going to attach, which the wires route through. It's quite clever. So let me reroute these, and then I'll get this connected up as well, and we'll see how it all looks once it's together. Okay, I have done some rerouting. I've got these wires going around here now. I've also put a couple of extra screws in to hold this bumper in place. I obviously missed them in the instructions last time, or a previous time. But these are now going around there, coming out around here. So I've got the 4 that it says I should have, and the one coming from the other way, which are going to go in there. This is the other bit. It's obviously going to go in there. I'm assuming these are going to come up through that gap. So that's going to go in there pretty much like that. And I believe these are going to come out through the holes here and go into the tubes. But we'll figure that out next time when we're going to be fitting this to the body of the car itself. I'm looking forward to that. But for now, that is that. The the central panel is put in place, but you can't quite see where it is. There you go. That is that. I can't put it down because it's going to be resting on the lights on the top. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time for attaching the wheels to the body. Bye bye for now.